Come on in, friend. It's warm inside.
Jeremiah Cole was mocked for giving away free meals at his struggling diner. Neighbors called him a fool, suppliers abandoned him, and officers arrived to shut him down. But when a homeless man he had fed countless times stepped out of a black SUV in a tailored suit, everything changed, and Jeremiah's kindness was repaid in ways no one could have imagined. Before we begin this powerful story, don't forget to subscribe to Blackish Focus. Your support helps us share more true, emotional, and motivational stories that inspire millions. Jeremiah Cole's diner looked like it had been forgotten by time. A neon sign flickered weakly over the entrance, and the booths inside sat mostly empty. Bills stacked high in his office drawer, creditors called daily, and whispers in the community painted him as too soft for business. But Jeremiah wasn't interested in profit over people. Each night, when hungry strangers walked through his door, he served them food. Old women, children with hollow eyes, men with broken shoes, he fed them all. To him, cooking for others wasn't charity. It was survival. One rainy evening, a frail man stumbled in. His coat was soaked, his beard patchy, his hands trembling. Without hesitation, Jeremiah gave him coffee, soup, and medicine. Local customers whispered mockingly, "See? That's why he's broke." But Jeremiah ignored them. His focus stayed on the stranger, who watched him intently. What Jeremiah didn't realize was that this gaze carried more weight than any gossip in the diner. The man returned the next day. Jeremiah again gave him food, no questions asked. Day after day, the stranger came, silent but observant. Meanwhile, Jeremiah's finances collapsed further. Suppliers refused delivery. Neighbors mocked him openly. And finally, the notice came: foreclosure. His diner would be seized within days. By the end of the week, Jeremiah was serving meals made from scraps, bruised vegetables, and leftover rice. He worked silently, holding back the despair that weighed heavier than the stacks of bills. And then, the officers came. With papers in hand, they told him the diner was being repossessed. Neighbors muttered cruelly, "Told you he wouldn't last." Giving away food ruined him. Jeremiah stood silently, gripping the counter. The diner he built was about to be taken. And that was when everything changed. Engines rumbled outside. A line of black SUVs rolled up to the curb. Heads turned. Conversations froze. The same man Jeremiah had been feeding stepped out. Only now, he was dressed in a perfectly tailored suit, his beard trimmed, his posture straight. The room fell silent. Forks froze midair. The stranger walked to the counter, placed a folder down, and spoke. "Mr. Cole, these are the deeds. This diner is yours now, paid in full. Every debt cleared." Gasps filled the room. Jeremiah shook his head in disbelief. "I don't understand." The man explained. "You fed me when I had nothing. You gave without judgment, even when it cost you everything. I wanted to see if your kindness was real, so I disguised myself. And you proved it, again and again. I am not homeless. I am a billionaire investor, and I am here to help you rise." The billionaire continued. "This diner is free and clear, but I want to do more. I want to invest in your vision, expand your restaurants, and make sure your kindness reaches beyond these walls. Men like you don't deserve to sink. They deserve to shine." Whispers spread among the customers who had mocked Jeremiah before. Their faces burned with shame. Now they saw the truth: his kindness wasn't weakness. It was strength. Jeremiah's throat tightened, tears welling in his eyes. He pressed his hand to the folder, realizing his life had just changed forever. Outside, the clouds broke, and sunlight lit up the neon sign above the diner. For the first time in months, Jeremiah felt hope. From that day forward, Jeremiah's diner was no longer just a struggling cafe on a forgotten street. It became a symbol of generosity, a place where kindness was served with every meal. He expanded, opening new locations, each one grounded in the same principle: if I can cook, they can eat. Jeremiah's story spread, inspiring people far beyond his neighborhood. And the man who was nearly ruined by his compassion became proof that true generosity always finds its way back. This story proves that kindness is never wasted. Even when mocked, even when doubted, it has the power to return in ways beyond imagination. If Jeremiah's story inspired you, subscribe to Blackish Focus for more emotional and motivational true stories that celebrate courage, dignity, and the power of integrity. Don't just watch, be part of a community that uplifts and inspires.